Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Hello, hello, and welcome back to another live stream. A second live stream. A game dev live stream. Oh my god. It is a second live stream. Played some Elden Ring earlier. It's fun. Play some more tomorrow. I also realized tomorrow's 4th of July. Which shouldn't mean anything to me, because I'm in Canada, not the US anymore. But it was Canada Day a couple of days ago, and I didn't care about that. So, I mean, really, I don't care about holidays in general. So, there's that. We'll be continuing where we were. We got all the levels blocked out. And I think that's all. I wonder, can I, is there a way to see what version of plugin I have installed? Actually, I'm curious. 232.5. So yeah, this is not. Yeah, still waiting on the other update. This one should fix the minimap though, for the push for the weekend. But yeah. So today we're going through our rooms, and we were going. Which one was it? This is the one we were on. And putting in all of our spawn locations and doing like the room manager stuff. We fixed up the item drops yesterday. And we're putting all the spawn locations in and all that stuff. So Let's continue on. Oh yeah, this one was already done. Oh yeah, that's right. I stopped on this one because of this garbage that wasn't properly working. From this side, which I don't understand. I really don't. Okay, you know what? I think for now I'm gonna take this guy. Put you over here. I will still jump that way. Or the player will, rather. Player will still go here. And then sure, this can be, whatever. It's working now? Excuse me? What do you mean it's working now? It wasn't working yesterday. Wait. Okay, this one's not working. No. Okay, this one doesn't work. Fine. The other one, for some reason, did. I wish I understood why. I can do this. Right, that would work, but if I do this, works. Does not work. Works, doesn't work. Really odd. It's fine doing it from this spot. Okay, well, whatever. We'll see, that's good enough. I'm gonna try this one more time, and then we go on to the other rooms. Nope. Nope, does not want to do it. So odd. So odd and makes no sense. I need an alternative to this, I think. Some kind of alternative system. To these guys. But there is an alternative system, so. Did I pull it up, though, at one point? I guess when I was looking it up, what happened to that? I had a window open, I remember. Let me just quickly do one other thing. Turn on details. Smart link is relevant. Why do these all get highlighted? Oh, that's odd. I wanted to... Print button? Okay, I have no idea. Whatever. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Let's go to the next one. Go here. Okay. Have mesh bounds. Okay, there we go. Okay. So this one doesn't have as big of jumps, so this should be fine. Blueprints. Sure. Okay, so we need ways of having the AI come out of every single these two and this one. And I want to have some jumps across. I think that's the way I want to do it. Don't tell me it's going to have problems again. Why? Why? Oh, this is like way too low. Is that the problem? Oh, okay. It was just too low. It was just too low. It's hard to tell. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Okay. Of those here, and also have one here. And we want one over here. I'll add the ones to go down into these areas afterwards. For now, we'll start with this. One thing I should check is smart. Are there any settings here that's different than the default? I don't think so. Nope. Nope. There's one thing I'm curious about testing, actually, which I'll do after I put these all out. Here. Okay, so those two are good. So let's bring it here. Good thing is that they're all the same height here, so for a lot of these, I could just reuse it. Okay. So now we need to do the jump down and across. So let's do jump down first. Yeah, I will have a jump down here, and I'll jump down kind of in multiple directions. If for whatever reason the AI wants to jump down, it just has multiple options. Oh, actually, I should make sure that it is in front. So I'm going to jump. So I actually want to make sure that these at least line up a little bit. You'd also have more options, of course, but I should have it. We're going to jump down and across if it so wishes. I haven't implemented like the chance of like ignore this if you can type things, but you know, later you're good there. Same thing here. Okay. Let's do the drop down from these. Oh, but these need to be one way. They only come down. So these are now starting to be the ones that only go down. Yeah, so this can go all two-way, and then we need another one-way here. And hold on, can I actually jump out of here myself? I'm sure I can jump out of here. No, I cannot. Okay, in that case, these should all be one way as well. Yep, that should all be one way. There we go. And I also want to do the two-way ones are going to be the ones that are all the way across, because those should be able to be made. Okay. You're looking good. Okay, is there anything else I want them to jump? Potentially? I think that's it. I think those are the big ones. I think those are the big ones. I'm not having them come up here on these. Okay. So assuming that's good, let's go ahead and populate the actual spawning locations. I don't want spawning on the stairs, so up here. There we go. Easier to see. When I'm placing them right at the edge of the stairs, I'm just thinking Elden Ring and Dark Souls. For some reason. Hey, Legus, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Few locations here should be good. That should be good. All good. Glad to hear it. It's good when things are good. Did I put it on the bridge? I put some on the bridge. We'll have some spawns on the bridge. Bridge and exterior area. Working on stuff as well? Nice. What are you working on? Also a game? Or something else? And almost done with this level. Okay. So now let's go with the room manager and let's set it up to be like 12 to 16. Website for a client. Oh. Very cool. Okay. So now, what's 12 to 16? 12 to 16 does not seem like very many for such a large area. We have some mobs around, but we might need to like increase this considerably. I mean, they're doing the, yeah, let's increase the amount of mobs here. And the deadline is near. Oh. Pressure. The pressure is on. Okay, let's increase the, to like 18 to 23. And 23 might be a little much. Yeah, let's go with like maybe 16 to 20. Like, assuming that these guys weren't getting one shot, which they won't be in the end. I mean, it's not bad. Maybe do like 1822. There we go. Okay. Let's go next one. So now I'm a little concerned with the whole navigation. If the navlinks don't work well vertically, we're gonna have problems. But I'm gonna hope for the best. That is not what I meant to. Great. Now, mesh brands volume. Okay, so now we have navigation, but can we set up the jumps, or are we gonna have issues? Let's find out. Why doesn't it work? What's the problem? Why do you not like it? Why do you not like it? You just don't like anything around here. Where is the round? It's so hard to tell. Excuse me? Ah, there it is. Okay. It needs to be on top here. And it is. So it's in the right place. It just does not want to. Shit. I want to work this way? Probably not. Oh, well, it's fine this way. This way, it's like, yeah, no problem. But is the problem distances? Like, if I made this just from further away? It's distances. Is it possible to set the distance on these things? Do they have a distance thing? No. Navling. Large distances. They don't like the distance. That's the problem. The range is directly linked to the nav mesh tile size. So it can only go across the max XY distance of one tile. So if you increase the tile size... Oh. Hold on. Is that how this works? Oh. Like sneezing? Okay, we're okay. We're okay. So
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
okay. So I need to modify the nav link, huh? Is that in world settings? I'm not gonna do project settings. Yeah, that's this. I don't do navigation enough. Where's navigation control? Okay, hold on. Let's Google it. Where is it? Where is it? Lots of tutorials on... Modify the navigation mesh, and I just want to find where the settings are. This is not what I'm looking for. And none of this is what I'm looking for. There's a settings menu that I thought it was in the details panel of the nav mesh, but it's not. Holy crap. This entire thing doesn't show me where the navigation settings are. Really? Not one of these shows me navigation settings. This is the link system. Wow. Okay. Unreal does not have good Where is the settings for it? Hold on. It is in. Oh, it's the recast nav mesh. It's in this one. God damn it. It's not in the nav mesh. It's in the recast nav mesh that it creates when you drag it in. That's why I couldn't find it. So tile size being 500 is not good enough, right? So if I made 1,000 tile size, and now I selected all of these. Let me just move you real quick for now. So this is still not good enough. So how big would I need to do it? There we go. So that's the problem. I just need to increase the tile size, and then I got what I want. Awesome. To 1,500 by default. So that means now I can go and fix the other level that I want to do. Never worked with a naveling thingy? Yeah, so this is basically just a system that allows the AI to jump, but at certain distances, it just wasn't working. And this was driving me insane. And I did not know why, so now I know why. So what we can do now is fix up this place. Which means I can finally just come here and just have this. Oh, work. Thank goodness. So now the AI can jump between these. Thank goodness. And also that means I can modify this to properly work from the right spots. It will match the player. Now, thank goodness. Learning experience. It has a range, and if you exceed that range, it is not happy, but now we have increased the range considerably. It does probably modify some things. But, you know, I'm sure it's fine. Basically, they cannot jump over one tile length. And now it's less than one tile length. So there we go. So they can now go up here. I also want to have them be able to come down, actually. So while I'm here, let's do this. Drop this one pretty much all the way down. So, but this is going to be a one way to jump down only. Okay, and we'll jump down here as well. Sweet. I probably also want to have them jump down here from the top. Everything's working now. Everything's working now. I had this issue before too. Could not find the problem to it. But just now, it just clicked that the problem was the fact that it was a distance thing. And as soon as I realized it's a distance thing, it makes things easier to search, basically. When you know what to search for, things are a whole lot easier. Yep. Okay. So if I wait for him here. He should be able to come here. Yep. Come over here. How many enemies do I have spawning in here? This does not seem like very many enemies. Oh, did I not change the amount of enemies to spawn here? Oh, no, I did not. 15 to 18? Maybe something like that. Let's see, 15 to 18. Yeah, a few here, a few there. Could maybe even get away with a little more. Yeah, we could get away with probably a little more. Let's do like 16 to 20. Okay. That's gonna do it. So this one's I assume this one I did. This is the one I just did. Sweet. Okay. Now we can continue this and get all the freaking jump locations going. I wish I could just set it to be like, hey, just jump wherever. Just do it. As long as you're not blocked by a wall, jump there. Within like height variables. But no, they can only jump at certain spots, unfortunately. But it is what it is, I guess. Okay. I have a jump thing here. So you know what? Let's just grab this. Let's just do like from here. Should be fine. If I see them flipping through, I guess I'll adjust. But the other thing is now we need to get a lot of jumping down ones only. So these are going to be only left to right. And basically, these are going to be one-way jumps. So from here, you can jump down. Here you can jump down. That already takes care of that spot, so we're good. Because basically the player can jump this distance. So the enemy should be able to as well. As simple as that. The loading duration in both ways does not work for this. No. If I wanted to, I could have it both ways. So if I turn this off, I have jump pads, and the player can go up and down the jump pads, like in any way. So these are very much a two-directional thing. If I want them to be a two-directional thing, it brings me up, but otherwise, I cannot jump up that high. So, but at the same time, I can absolutely, if I wanted to, just jump down, right? I don't need anything special. If I want to go from here to here, I can, right? Through just jumping and dashing. So it's the same thing where the AI can use these to go up just like a player can, but they're not going to be jumping all this distance no matter where they are. So I'm having these locations be also up and down, but places like this will just be down because they're just going to jump down, and jumping down is free. There's no like fall damage or anything. So that's kind of the premise of that. So it's basically, so if they're chasing the player, they can continue actually chasing the player. Otherwise, right, the player will just leave them in the dust. So I'm just putting in places where they can, if they want to, jump down, assuming they know where the player is. And that'll be good. Yeah, that's why this one doesn't have an arrow on this side. If I did both ways, you can see there's an arrow now pointing right there. So now it's only a downwards. They can jump down in any one of these locations if they so wish, but they can only come up here. Okay, that should be fine. I have the two-way here. I probably want to have a two-way here, because no, that's too far. Okay, so I do not want to have a two-way there. Okay, then the rest is fine. Okay. Then let's put in more spawn locations. No, I did it again. Okay, I'm back. But by doing this, I have learned that it is possible to entirely flip your view upside down, and it's like very disorientating because now everything's upside down. And I've only experienced this, and I didn't know, like, and you can't like reverse easily. Like, this just is just now flipped. And you have to hold, like, you can maybe do it if you like angle it a certain way, but basically alt and left click orbits, and it allows you to orbit like flipped 180 entirely, and then it just locks your view to now work that way. The first time it happened, I'm like, what did I do? Because this was a recent thing that I discovered, and it's purely because I am doing so many like just alt dragging, and if you just happen to like not click on it, right, then you orbit. And I didn't realize that's what I did, and so all of a sudden I'm like, oh, well then, that's what will do it. Okay. Here and then the next floor. I'm so glad I designed my own, like, just spawning system. There's one that comes with Dungeon Architect, but it doesn't allow you to control how many mobs you spawn per room. Like it does it per room, but the system does not allow you to be like, well, this is a larger room, so I want more. It's like an equal number in every room, no matter what. And with different room sizes or different layouts, you want to have potentially more or less mob spawning, and you want to be able to control that, like, per room. And that's basically what this does. Almost done with this room. Okay, so now let's grab the room manager, and let's set it up to be 16 to 20. So the rooms are not. So this is a pre-made room, right? But the way they're assembled in the end is procedurally generated. So this room now is spawning the mobs at the set location, so I can move the locations around if it's like a terrible spawn for a mob. Right? Probably need to get more mobs in this room. But there's like quite a few of them down there. But they're assembled procedurally. So this room layout will repeat again and again. So for example, let me do like 1822 on this one. Let's see how it is. So if I go to the actual main level and spawn, I have spawned. So you can see there's a mini map in the top right. And this layout is entirely procedurally generated. You can see there's the rooms below. And I can go wherever I want. Basically, the way it works is if I go inside a room, assume I'm in here for a second, the room generates the mobs. It locks you inside. You cannot get out. You have to clear the room now. Like, even though here you don't see the wall, it is there. And then once you kill all the mobs, it opens back up. And now I can go wherever you want. So I could go this way. I could go down. Like, I see that room down below. I could just go down there. Now I'm in this room. So I do not need to specifically follow a map, basically, if I don't want to. You can go wherever you want. Right now, it's much easier to go down There's supposed to be a new update to Dungeon Architect that is going to allow you to have quote entrances and exits to rooms, so that way an entrance will always be like near the start of where you spawn, the exit will be or the end, and the goal is to have the rooms always go down, because I want to spawn at the very top, and the goal, whatever it is going to be on the bottom. Now, random rooms will have certain drops, so you can get power-ups and stuff. So right now, it picks 3 random rooms that allow you to get a card pickup as a drop. And you can go from, doing melee attacks to, doing projectile attacks. Or you can go to having like a aura or doing like fire tick damage. Being able to have like orbs around you. Or you can increase the amount of them. And now you have a lot, and you shoot a lot of projectiles. Right? And all kind of, it's like Binding of Isaac, where you just keep getting like items that will, either work together or it's a new ability, and then other things will work with it. So you can stack lots of things together to make kind of the build that you want. And then you just navigate through it. So you navigate downwards. What I'm thinking of adding a few items specifically to navigate up easier. Because while in the room, right, there's the launch pads. There's no good way of like getting between rooms. Like if there's a room here that's separate, it's hard to get there. So I'm thinking of adding like a super jump ability that. Or like a double jump that will allow your second jump to be considerably higher or something like that. Or just an increased jump height to allow you to reach other places. Another item I want to add potentially is like a save location, load location type thing. As long as the room is... it'll be like an active item, because I want to add some active items. Where you could just put down a location, and as long as the room is cleared, and you're not in the middle of fighting a room, you could just teleport back. So if you start on top, because you always will, you could put it down early, and if you want to jump down, you can, and then just reuse it to get back up. And then put another location somewhere else. So it'll allow you to kind of navigate better. And that might be, maybe there'll be a default one that could be useful to just quickly come back up, assuming you put down like your return marker. So yeah, going up and down will be a thing. Maybe I'll add like a glide mechanic so you can just glide down to rooms, which could be cool. Yeah. Lots of stuff still to like configure, do, make, etc. Yeah. We're just getting started. And one thing I do need to add to these is these areas need to be areas where the mobs do not want to be in, because if I turn it on, this is effectively lava or whatever other damage. You can see how quickly I'm taking damage. And it starts slow. It starts at 5, then 10, 15, 20, 25, like, and every second basically it incrementally does more and more damage. But you can like go in and jump out through it entirely. You're only going to take damage for it every second, and it checks that you're inside of the lava after that second. Because if you jump in and like 0.99 seconds you jump out of it and then land in safety, you don't take damage. Because you shouldn't. That'd be bad. Okay. Let's get the navigation in. So we need them to be able to jump out of these locations and this location and this location. So as long as they can navigate out of these, we're good. Yep. Let's start here. Like quick steps? Oh, to navigating? So you say there's a lot of room for creativity? But yes, there is. Whenever I'm doing something and or making something for this game, I just think like, okay, what would be fun? And then that's it. If I think it'd be fun, I'd make it. Simple as that.
Pausing for ads.
Okay, let's pause. Let's pause for ads. So that's how like you bleed a lot. Like you splatter blood everywhere. And so do the enemies. Why? Because it's fun. It's cool. I enjoyed the gore. Is the gore necessary for any kind of story sense? Not right now. There's no story, but it could be. I'll write stories if it makes to make it make sense. Yeah, follow the fun is the right mindset, exactly. And whenever I'm like something bothers me, I try to figure out why is this not fun? What about it is not fun? And then I try to change that. Just like, it's fun to go down. I really enjoy seeing that view and those levels below. And it's fun to go down. It's not fun to go back up right now, but I haven't added the functionality yet. So once I add the functionality, I think I'll be like, yeah, cool. I feel like no pressure going down because I can just go back up. Or maybe instead of like doing a like a waypoint type thing, maybe I'll do a just automatic a return to previous room. So if you spawned, let's say, if you jump down, you can go back up, but if you went across afterwards, then you wouldn't go back up. So it's a little less as good, not as good, but maybe it'll be more common. I want to add rarities too. I just haven't gone around to adding rarities and things like that nature, you know, one thing at a time. It is not a priority to add rarities right now. This whole thing is also based on cards. And I want to add some kind of card mechanic to this whole thing. Maybe a deck building mechanic. I just haven't thought of a good one that would be fun. So I haven't yet. But if I think of a good mechanic that's utilizes like a deck, I'll absolutely add it in. But I didn't start as a deck mechanic. It just started as me wanting to have like ability choices, and then I made it formatted like cards. And so that's it. It's not that I designed cards. It's just I formatted them like cards, and then like, okay, well, if they are cards, could we I call them cards because they look like them. Like, so if they are cards, can I have some kind of deck building mechanic? Maybe you like something I was thinking about is maybe you unlock the cards and and then you can put cards in your deck. And you can put as many as you want potentially. But whenever the cards come up right now, you pick one of 3 cards, and if your deck runs out of cards, you just get health. Is the only option is health, like health up and health restore type thing. So maybe I allow you to build your own deck with whatever you want. So you put super powerful things in there, but that also means that 2 of those things that you select will be discarded. So what you get to keep 1 of the 3 in the actual run. And if you pick too few things, well, the run won't be really long, but it's also possible you won't get the combos you want depending on if you put too many. So that's something like I'm like thinking about right now as a possibility. It's not like a set in stone thing. Yeah, it's you know, it's these, right? Basically, it's right. It's these cards. These are the cards. And again, I call them cards just because they're formatted like cards. So maybe you you know, make a deck, and maybe I'll have it where if you make a deck, and maybe some of the I mean, you can have like global power-ups or something like that, where when you select or when a card gets filtered out, there's a chance for it to go back into the deck instead of being reset. Or maybe a card that says when you choose it, if it's a certain rarity or has a certain like extra perk that the next or the other 2 cards also don't, get shoved back in the deck. That could be like an extra thing. So there could be a lot of fun, I think, with something like that. Yeah. Let's put these in proper places. So, again, I'm trying to think what will be fun. At the end of the day, if the game is not fun, nobody will play it. The game can look like shit, but if it's fun to play, people will play it. Simple as that. Now, I'm not planning to have the game look like shit. Let's be honest here. But, right, a game can look like crap and still be fun. There's a few examples of that. One of them I think is Slay the Spire. Which, if you guys have never seen, pull it up real quick. It's a card, it's a deck building game. It's this, but at least personally, it is not an appealing art style. It does not look pretty. Like, for what it is, it's fine, right? It's fine, but it is fun. It is a fun game. So the art style doesn't matter anymore. Lethal Company, yeah. Yeah. Lethal Company. That does not look like a... I mean, like, there's like... It's like cell shaded, but it's not even good cell shaded. It's just like passable cell shaded. But it doesn't matter, right? You're not playing it for pretty graphics. You're playing it for the mechanics and the group stuff and the goofs and gaffs that, you know, happen along with it. Like, right? That does not look good. But who cares? Right? Who cares? That's not the point of it. So same thing. You know, a very pretty game with no good mechanics is just an interactive story. Oh no, that's not interactive. That's just a pretty picture book that you probably will never get through. You'll just open it, see the cover art, and then close it because, you know, it's not fun turning the page. If I can make a game that people say is fun, that's my goal. That's it. I don't care if they say it's good. It'd be nice if they say it's good. But as long as they say it's fun. That might be too many spawn points. I might need to tone down how many spawn points I place. I'm just getting carried away because I'm talking and just copying them. So maybe in the next one I'll place a few fewer spawn points. Because it does need to select, basically do check all of them and then pick them randomly. It's not hard. It just checks all of them with an overlap and then just shuffles that array and just picks like however many it needs to. So it's not like it needs to like do a for each, but it still needs to do the overlap, which I imagine is still like a check. Yeah, let's do like 13 to 16. You found an indie developer that made a huge, pretty game, but it struggled to maintain the fun. He's trying to fine tune it now. Yeah, there's a lot of that, right? People concern themselves too much on making it look good before making it fun. I mean, there's there's AAA games that have this problem. Case in point, Cyberpunk on launch, right? Cyberpunk on launch was very pretty. It was a buggy mess, and mechanics were missing, and it didn't behave the way people wanted. So it wasn't great. I think that's too many for this room. Let's do like 10 to 13. Couple there. Here. Fine-tuning the amount of mobs in a room is going to be challenging. I might end up creating a new system where I have sub areas where I can be like, in this area select 5, in this area select 3, in this area select 5, and do something like that instead, and then the whole manager will find those, and those each will select what's inside of them. Maybe I do something like that in the end. Because the problem with this system that I have is it picks... this looks like a creature. Like 2 eyes, a happy face, and 2 arms or legs. I just realized. The problem is, right, is it picks, let's say, 10 to 13 random points. It could just pick them all right here. And everything else looks empty, or is empty. So that's one of the problems I know that my current system has. So I'll probably need to modify it. Okay. Next room. So this is the biggest room. Alert for a while? No worries. Enjoy the lurk. My deadline? Yeah. Yeah, make sure you finish your stuff. That would be bad not to finish. Work and stuff like that, oh, should always take priority. Okay. Oh. Okay. So we have this one. Is there another one on the... Yes, there is another one on the lower level. Okay. And now we have 2 on the upper level. Okay. So the jump pads are now in. So now we need to get in just the jump down. So let's start putting those in. These need to be to right. No. So this is a jump down only. There's not gonna be too many of them, but you know, a few here and there. Definitely need one on this side. It's actually kind of wide, so maybe 2. One either side. Yeah, I'll do one on either side. And one on here. Another here. No, this is the lava area. I don't want them jumping down to this area. So yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and definitely one here. Right? We want to make sure that they can traverse between this, because this was intentional. So you can jump across this. And if you fail, you jump into the lava, then you have to, hop around and try not to take damage. Could we... Theoretically, I could put a little jump from here to here. There's no good ways of going down otherwise for the AI, so I think I will. Just like another way for the AI to come down to the second story. And I'll have them come down here. It's not. Okay. What's the angle here? Angle here is actually not bad. Actually not terrible. It's not good. It might work. To jump down. Fingers crossed. And you know what? I should put in a jump down here. Okay, here we go. So that should be good. All the jump points are in, so let's put in the spawn points. Or the ones I already have. Oh, there you are. Where are they? Ah, there's the second one. Try not to put them quite so close or so many. I'll just put them a little more spread out, a little more diligent about it. Over time, I'll of course go in and modify these all the time. That is completely fine. It is Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday. So really I have 2.5 days at this point to finish putting in all of this. Well, I mean, hopefully it'll be enough time. The big rooms are the ones that take a while. Small rooms are considerably faster, and this is the biggest one. So we're already, with this room, we'll be, I think, over halfway done. So we should be just fine to finish it. And then after this, after we do this, I'll probably do a little test run. See how it is. Make sure all the bugs that are obvious are ironed out. And do a little bug fixing before this weekend's release. It is still crazy to me. Every time I look back on where this started. Or how this game like originally even looked. Sure as heck looked a lot different. Even last month, right? This whole like redesign, this whole like larger setup is entirely this past month. Just a full redesign. And I think a much welcome one. At least people have said that this seems like a much better camera and everything compared to what was before. So they could very well be lying. You know, you can't rule that out. Okay, so we're good. Got this floor, this floor. Yeah, okay. So let's go with this is probably the largest one. So do like 18 to 22. Let's see. I need more. Honestly, we might need more. Although there's like, you know, quite a few of them on this side. Just not a lot on the other side. I think just a few more would be good. Maybe like 5 more total. This is the largest. Let's do 22 to 27. Ah, okay. You spazzed out, so that means you had no cover that you could find. I mean, you should be able to find cover here. There. That's odd that you spazzed out. I feel like there should be quite a lot of cover. Yeah, you find cover through here. It's fine. Odd. Okay, but this is better. This is definitely feels like now we're getting through. Okay. Seems good. Let's go with that. That was the largest one. Yeah, so now we have much smaller rooms to do. I'll probably actually finish this section today. Dear God, it is really hot. What if I should grab my fan? Oh, let me see if I can grab my fan. Last year, I was looking for like a portable air conditioner, and there was like a really small one online. I was like, wow, I didn't know they make them that small and still be able to, you know, function as an air conditioner. I'm like, cool, and I went ahead and bought it. Oh, this might be a problem. It has detached the connection. This might be broken. But basically, this is not a air conditioner. This turned out to be a different spot for it, or is it just broken? That's just exposed wires. This is garbage. It's broken. It's not an air conditioner. It is just a fan with like a water spray if you wanted it. And clearly it's broken already. God damn it. Well, I need to get a new fan. Yeah, because here, this is just like sticking out. You can't plug this in. It's like they had an adapter on it, and the adapter got... I think I left it plugged in. Somehow it has... Yeah. That's exposed. Okay, well... Garbage. No fan for me. That is unfortunate. I was hoping for a fan. As it, you know, it's way too hot in my room right now. Yeah, I'll pull it up on Amazon and a tab so I can look into it after the stream. Otherwise, okay, next environment. Let's add in nav mesh. What I'll probably end up doing is not putting a nav mesh inside of every level. I'll have one that's kind of a global one. But for now, I'm putting it inside of every level because I want to be able to visualize it so I can see where to place the navigation. And afterwards, I can remove it. Right, that's easy. But this allows me to set it up properly. Okay. So, we have a jump here and a jump here. Those are the only main two ones. Okay, that's one. And that's two. Okay. Now let's do second floor to going down. So these are the ones that are going to be one way to just jump down. We probably want one here as well. Here. Let's do that. Good. Okay. That should be good. Actually, I want one more. One more here. Okay. So now there has plenty of ways of getting from the top level down to the lower level. Now we just need ways of getting the AI in and out of this area. This is too tall, so they should be able to only go down on these. Oh, this is lower. This one is both ways. Actually, I'll copy these around. They really shouldn't be going this way. But if for some reason they feel like this is the best way to do it, maybe they will. I'll be adding... Oh, that's what I can do actually probably tomorrow if we finish this today. Is to set it up so the AI knows not to go into the lava areas. To avoid it if they can. Which I did look up how to do at one point. I just haven't done it yet. There's a new, there's a nav mesh. I think it might be a bounce volume, or might be a different volume that I need to add. That controls, like you can set like a priority to. I just need to give it lower priority to go inside of anything inside of these areas, and that's pretty much it. So it should be relatively simple to set up. Okay. So if they fall in here, they can jump back out. Okay. Looking good. Let's do this one. Okay. So I think we're good now on this. They can go up and down. Oh, you know what? There's this area here that I completely missed. So let's add this in. This is still a one-way jump down. Okay. Now we're good. That should take care of all of the little areas. Okay, so now let's put in the spawners. Where are the current two? Let's find them. Find one. Oh, there's one. Where's the other? Ah. Okay. So now let's put in the spawn locations. One thing that the AI does not know how to do, though, is to look down. I wonder if it's possible to make the AI look down. Because something to consider, right, is if I was doing a three-dimensional head, then theoretically, or 3D character, I could just have the head look down and make sure that the eye cone follows the head, theoretically. But these are 2D sprites. There is no up and down looking. So unless they're always looking down, which is possible to set up probably. want too many of them in the open like that. You stop putting them just out in the open. I want to keep them like next to something. Typically, that's usually like what I think about. But if it's like a big open area, I'm like always tempted to just put them like just in the open. But it's like when I start putting too many of them, it's like probably not a great idea. One thing I might want to do is set up something when they spawn, because it takes about a second for them to spawn after you entered the room. Is have some kind of animation of them spawning in, like a portal effect or something. Oh, Hades does that. It could be good. But that's for later. Okay, let's do like 1620 on this one. See how that feels. That seems like kind of a lot, at least down here. Let's see if they just clumped all here, or there's actually a lot. Yeah, that seems like quite a few. But there's only one here, two here. This area feels like it's too few. This area felt like there was a lot. How's the upstairs feel? Upstairs actually seems like it's good. So I guess the number is correct. It's just a matter of how much do they bunch up or not. Although, no, there's quite a few here. I'd almost go higher. 1722. I know I said the area there was too many, but four of them here, a couple there, there. Here they all come, so that's not a fair judgment. Yeah, let's go with this. Okay. This is so much death. So much fire damage. Yes, burn! Burn, baby, burn. Okay, that was the last large room. It's not the last vertical room, but it's the last large room. Nice. Okay. Next one. Okay, this one's relatively simple. We just need to have in and out here. Okay, let's have a couple on each side. Okay, and then just nav link, or just the spawn points. Sweet, nice and simple on this one. Yeah, now that we're done with the large ones, I guess it will be. So yeah, we're definitely finishing this today, thank goodness. In which case, I'll probably, depending on how time allows, we'll look into how to specify a less priority area, and then we'll take care of that. Okay. So for this area, let's do like 6 to 8 or 5 to 8. Okay. 2, 3, 4. 5. Let's do 6 to 8. 6 to 8. Okay. 6 to 8 seems good. Next room. Okay. Okay, what are we working with here? Oh, do I only have one jump pad here? It is a pretty small area, so and theoretically I could jump here, which I've tested. So yeah, I guess it's fine. And I'm gonna want some one-way dance. So I have one there. Can I put one on this side? Yes, if I made it a little bit more narrow, short like that. This one's too close. We already have one there. I will add another one kind of here. Let's have one on this side. And the rest, yeah, it's fine. Okay, let's add the ones here. In and out. I want to make sure that the AI, if they're knocked into this area, there's lots of ways of getting out of it. On every side. Come. Oh, I also want to have the AI be able to jump across here. So do that. Now, the player can do that as well. They just need to get on top here. But I feel like that might be a little too much to give the AI that big of a jump. Like that. But the player can do it. If I recall. What's the orientation here? Okay, yep. So if I come here or not, do I modify it to not be able to? Okay, so I can't actually make it. Never mind then. Really? Or maybe I'm thinking of a different one. Yeah, I'm thinking of a different level where I made it so I can jump that. It's not this level. Okay. So you won't have the ability to do that. That is fine. So we have this one, and where's the other one? Where's this one? Okay. Let's get these in. Okay, there's that level. Let's do this one, and then we're done. Basically. I think what I'm going to do is change my melee attack combo because it's a 1-2. Once I add more attacks, I'll have the last attack have knockback. So if you like combo someone, it'll have a lot of knockback. Otherwise, it'll be like minimal, very minimal, like it is now. Of course, assuming you get knockback and power up, then you get knockback power up. But that's separate. Okay, let's do like 8 to 12. Two, 3 up here. This is 10, 11. I think I reduced the amount of them. Instead of 12 being the max, so 10 being the max, so we'll do like 7 to 10. That's good. Okay. Next one. Why is this 10? When did I change to 10? That's why it seems so off. I don't remember changing it to 10. It's fine. Okay, I guess it's fine. Let's get these in. Okay, and we just need this one. Okay, so now I can jump out of here and everywhere. Let's get the spawn locations in. These are so much faster. And I also need to make sure I don't forget to change my room load algorithms and the project settings for loading it. I'll probably be making sure everything bakes on Friday, because I always, whenever I'm making the devlogs and I'm baking, it always runs into issues, and I have to spend like hours troubleshooting. I was like, it's like, what did I break? Figure out what I broke. Let's see. So this is 6. 6 seems a little too much. 4 to 5. Yeah, this is 4. It'll probably be fine with 1 extra. Yep, that'll do. Yep. 2 left, because one of them is a spawn room. Okay. Okay, so we need 1 here to go up and down, and then a bunch of downs.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Okay. It's balls for ads. What's the temperature outside? I'm pretty sure it's cooler right now outside than it is in my room. With the AC going. Yep, it is. By 7 degrees. And it's gonna get hotter and hotter. Tomorrow's hotter by 4 degrees. Then it's another hotter by 4 more degrees. And then 4 more degrees. And then 2 more degrees. I think it's actually gonna be hotter. Like, overall, this year has been cooler than last year, but this upcoming week, I think, is breaking the record of last year in terms of like the highest heat in this area. So it's not as bad as where my parents are, but I still don't like it. 88 high is not pleasant. To be fair, it's 76 right now in my room, and that's not pleasant. Okay. These are all the downs. Down only. I'll have another down only here. This is all towards the lava, so I'm not gonna have any like intentionally jumping down there scenarios because I don't want them to jump down there. Okay, and now we need ways of getting out of here. The only reason, by the way, I'm doing two of these instead of one in the middle is just I keep thinking about what if there's two AI that try to jump here at the same time or get to it at the same time. I don't want them like waiting after each other. So I'm hoping that maybe splitting it depending on where their location, they're not all going to run towards the same spot and make it look like really obvious that there's a spot there. I know I can make these like bigger, so it's gonna be eight, like it's within like I can make it within like a bigger area, and they'll kind of work. But then they'll all be landing still in the same area, so it's not great. Okay, spawn locations. This is a tall one, so maybe like if the other one was 4 to 5, I'm thinking 6 to 8 on this one. 6 might be a little low. But there's 3 up here. I'd want it to be like 4 here, so maybe 7, 6 to 9. Six to 9. Nice. Yeah. 3 for 5 down here. 5 down here is quite a bit. Oh, okay, so it was 6, but just 5 happened to be down below. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to create a new system, or rather modify my system to specify areas. Or basically, what I'll do is not even areas. I can just give them all a tag or a variable. Based on the variable, it'll change the color so I can visually tell it's going to be a different thing. And yeah. Basically, give him a seed or something. Yep. I got ideas. But this one's done. One more room. This is the last room. You know what? I can just go here. Where's the nav mesh? Copy. Paste. Oh, this is the smaller one. Okay, this is pretty simple. Just in and out locations. Okay, and last one. Good. Navigation, that's it. I mean, spawn location, that's it. Sweet. Yeah, this was significantly faster than I thought. Oh, no, not this again. Swap it back. There we go. Okay. Let's do 4 to 5. Okay. Looks good. So now we have every single one of these set up. Okay. So now whichever room we go in, not only has all of the stuff populated, but why'd you guys spawn? You guys shouldn't have spawned. I need to look into that. You guys should not have spawned. You guys should only spawn when I enter and I land. What's going on? I'm begin overlap. Yeah, yep. So when the spawner is enabled, disable the spawner. I don't need to do like all this room door stuff. Get all doors in room. I don't need to do this anymore. Yeah, I don't need to do that anymore. Okay, so I need to modify this system now. Because we're no longer doing our door system, so... Oh, no, this is the old one. V2. item are still using it. The mob spawner is still using it. Hold on. Mob spawner. Oh, is this a... Big separated references? Because that file doesn't exist. Okay, so now it's actually referencing, right, because it's using the old ones. Old. Okay. This is the one. And we don't need this anymore. Review. Okay. So what's going on here? So on begin overlap, it starts a timer. When the timer's done, it does this. So what I need to do is make sure that the player is landed. Is moving on ground. True. So as long as I'm moving on the ground, then it will spawn all this. Now, when I exit out of here, I do stop this timer. And I think it's 1.25 seconds. It's 1.25. One second. If I'm not landed, by event to landed delegate. Landed in room. If I landed in the room, then we do this. Now, on exit, unbind event from landed delegate. I don't like that. I dragged that all the way, but I don't want to bind all events. All events would be for every room. I want that specific event. Although, hold on. All events. Hold on. Is it all events in the blueprint or in the entire level? Unbind all events. I don't doubt anyone will be able to tell me. An unbind all events node executed in the blueprint class will unbind events in both the blueprint class and the level blueprint for all instances of the class. It's executed in the level blueprint and unbind events in both the blueprint class and the level blueprint, but just for the target supplied. Okay, well, I don't want to do all, I guess, is the answer. It'll do unbind it from everything, from my understanding. Okay, but this should now mean if I'm jumping through a level, it will no longer spawn the mobs. So if after a second it was not... Okay. So this is now working. This is a lot of mobs in here. Holy crap. Wait, something's wrong. That's... They spawn... Yeah, they keep spawning. Ooh. I understand why. It's because I binded it and I keep landing. Whoops. As soon as I trigger this, I need to unbind it. Otherwise, I keep spawning enemies every time I jump. We don't want that. Okay. That should fix it. Yeah, so even after a second, the enemies were not spawned in, and after I hit the ground, then it was fine. I can make it so effectively, if I'm for whatever reason like time it really well, I can get a little further into the room before they spawn, which is fine. What I might do is, how do I check? I wonder if it's possible to check if I've landed. Oh, you know what? Let me turn on the camera cutouts for the levels now. I wonder if it's possible to check if I've landed in that specific level. I guess probably. Actually, no. Don't do camera masking on this. Instead, I definitely want it on the pin. That's the whole point of this material. But what I'm going to do instead is just assign it to these. So that's the whole point of it. So now, right, I can see through them. Okay. That looks good. There are some issues with it, of course. Yeah, like that looks a little odd. Hey, Mike Burr, welcome in. Hardbound, right? Yep, the music is Hardbound. Absolutely. Good music. Good copyright-free music. And just in general, good music. Just bonus that's copyright-free. Effectively. Sorry, it's not copyright-free. It's just strike-free. Is the proper way. It is not. It is copyrighted. Terminology. Wrong terminology. It's a pretty nice bonus. It is a pretty nice bonus. I'll have to agree with you. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if we can get a spawn from above. Yeah, okay, there we go. So we see some levels there down below. Okay. So this is it's not a problem, but yeah, this will happen. Right. Because this is where the wall is. And I place objects against the wall, but it's against a wall that doesn't exist anymore. It looks like they're kind of off of the wall, right? Like these. They're fine though. Okay. Yeah, let's kill all these mobs in here, and let's just see make sure the droppers are working. Camera masking is working. It's not great. Let's be honest. I do want to probably do like a full trace system. Rework of it. Was there like another? Did I miss one? That was the last one. Yep, I am the solo dev on this. Ah, here it is. Boom. Okay, yep, and we got our currency. So there's our item drop. Cool. And now we can go wherever we want. Cool. So that's working. And yeah, this has like a full like Binding of Isaac style power up system. You get items that can change the way you fight, and the one that I always use as an example is instead of melee, for example, you could shoot out orbs or shoot out like projectiles, and now you have orbiting orbs around you. So instead of like melee, you now have this projectile weapon. Excuse me. Right, so you can, so your abilities and no, this is all blueprints, 100% blueprints. I do not know programming, so everything I do with blueprints. Here's a blocking system that I'm terrible about using, but that's like, I played Hades. And even in Hades, I was terrible about using just the right mouse button, about using the special attack. Yeah, there's one left. Okay, and I got meta progression. Sweet. So all that works. All our cards are collected. All looks good. So next up, I need to make it so these actually interfere with the walls. Let's check why they don't. You really like gas? It's probably the one thing that C++ that gives it a bigger edge outside of multiplayer. It seems like it'd be a ton of work to transfer this to another system, though. Like, I tried following a 4-minute tutorial that was very simple, explained well, and after 4 minutes, I ran it. I tried to compile my engine, and it errored out, and I gave up. And that was the end of getting my gas experience. But nobody has been able to tell me anything that gas does that I can't do in blueprints already, or have already set up in blueprints. So from what I can tell, gas just has like, it's basically like blueprints, just some stuff pre-configured for you, but nothing that is unique that you can't do. Unless I was doing like hundreds of, you know, characters with all different abilities, and maybe then at that, like a super large scale, maybe gas really makes sense. But at a single player game, I think it probably is fine the way I'm doing it. I don't need the like huge scalability and stuff. Yeah, most of pretty much everything I'm doing is just through an actor component, and gameplay tags. There's a template to organize an ability system. It's not the Bible. Welcome in, ESP45 Master. Yeah, so I created my own template to organize ability system. It's called an actor component, and it's called gameplay tags. And it does what I need. Okay, so for example, where's the orbiting orbs? This one. Right, so those orbs that fly around me basically checks that I have a gameplay tag when I do the enable, and if I do, it makes sure it starts from scratch, because I need to make sure I can add more depending on whether or not I have a certain thing. And then literally I add a spring arm to myself and attach the components, the orbs, to the spring arm, and then I just set up a timer that rotates them around me. So basically it's the spring arm. It's just actors on a spring arm that are all rotated around me, and the amount that I need to add is based on like the which gameplay tags I have, basically what power-ups I have. Do I have like a certain amount or not? Hey, welcome in. How's it going? But one thing I want to check though is you. And so this is the projectile itself. Right, so this is the projectile. What I want to see is the collision for it. It is a projectile. Okay, so what I need to do is instead of the rooms, so going like here, I believe they're using exterior room walls. Oh, sorry, room walls. Yeah, I need to block projectile.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Nope. Ads time. Okay, once ads are done, I'll adjust this. It's pretty simple way of doing it. I like it. Current game runs around spring arms as well. Yeah, spring arms are a great way. I was trying to figure out like how the hell do I like have something constantly around a player at a distance. Spring arms did the trick, and the beauty is once I enable this, they will get pushed in by the wall, which I'll enable. Basically, all I'm going to be doing is setting projectile to block. And effectively, what those orbs will no longer go inside of the wall. They'll just get pushed in, like the camera, right? Cameras are a spring arm that you are walking up to a wall to get closer to the character, effectively. And same thing. It just takes care of all this. It's great. And basically, whenever I'm spawning something, I just spawn it in using the actor component, and then attach it to the character. And because it's part of the character, right, it's just always on him. So I always have a reference for that stuff because it's stored to a variable. So if need to, I can destroy it or remove it or check it, etc. It's all there. Some things are a little more complicated than others. But I've set up like a full like tick damage system now as well. That thankfully has worked. Okay, ads are done. We're enabling projectile on the wall by default. Accept. So now, if I was to... I'll just play from here. Okay. So if I come here... and I did... Not you. Oh, actually... Instead of this, although this might be fine. I need to go to the actual... Give me, you. I'll give me actually more of them. So it doesn't work when I do that system. Fine, let's just go in here. Okay. So now, if I come here... It's not block. Why isn't this one working? This one's... Oh, did I get the wrong thing? Did I do the wrong thing? Overlap? No, this one needs to be... I think I got this. It's the projectile that needs to have it, right? I always get this backwards. I always get it backwards. Where's the projectile? You're already set to block. You block. No, not you. Oh, wait, it's on the spring arm that I have to do it. Right? Spring arm. Do I do it on the spring arm? Let's find out. I don't think it's the... No, this won't be it. You used to have a lot of issues with C++ as well. Your biggest issue with was autocomplete. Would not work for things like uFunction and uProperty and end up missing a typo and spend an hour. Yeah, that's my problem with programming in general. Miscapitalize something, it doesn't work. But to be like, I'm an artist. I started as a environment artist, 3D generalist. Like, that's where I specialized in. And then I became a technical artist. So I'm a visual person. I don't do documentation very well, to say the least. Like, I can read documentation and not understand a single thing I just read. Like, I'll understand what it's saying. The words make sense. But, like, if it says to, like, right click somewhere and then just go to this thing and open that and do this, over my head. But I can just watch a 5-second video of it and be like, yeah, it all makes sense. And then from there I can do it, figure out, okay, if that's there, then I can also do this, 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 and this. Same information, just one happens to be visual, one happens to be like in text. And I just, yeah, the visual one works. Text one doesn't. Also very visual, yeah. Tech art is so fun. As a gameplay programmer, you nerd out for RGB texture channels. Yeah, I created a full like layered system based on RGB master because it just makes things so much better. Because you just have tiling textures that have infinite resolution, thanks to just RGB masks. And if you want, you can also use vertex channels, vertex paint channels, to just what's it called? To just use those ID masks, basically. The heat is really getting to me. It's actually okay. I don't need you. I don't need you. So hold on. Spotting the spring arm. Attaching it. That's all great. I don't recall. Does the spring arm need the collision modifications? Or is it the object that needs it? I think it's the spring arm, right? Oh, if I do, so... Do collision tests using the probe channel and probe size. Oh, probe channel's camera. That's what it is. So I need to... set room wall. Camera block. Is that the problem? Okay, this one, I can't do the fake force open close. I have to actually load in the proper level. User of tech art saves to you maybe a megabyte on your game. Only reason for doing it was because it was fun. Yeah, I don't do it for to save space. I do it because I really enjoy it. Okay, so if I come here. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so it's camera. You just have to be set to camera. So now it is bouncing around. This should work on these as well. Yep. And if I kill all you guys, I like health. And now if I come here, right, this just goes right through. Sweet. So when the walls are up, this works. Okay, and now I can do things like also have greater projectiles, and now I have more of them. That's the beauty of spring arms. Just looks silly. And then I can have more by also doing the lesser multi and greater multi. Now we have a lot of them. Do I plan on doing the Pirate Software Jam? This game originally started as the last Pirate Software Jam. This was the originally a game for it. The new one is going to be HTML5 only. So Unreal doesn't support HTML5 or like web-based. so I'll have to skip it because, yeah, I'm an Unreal person. Is that a rule? Yeah, basically, if you didn't hear, the new one, from my understanding, and I don't think it has been announced, but the new one is going to be like web. You have to publish it onto the web version, as long as it runs on the web, so they don't have to like download it and check for viruses and all that. Basically, it has to run on the web on Edge. So Unreal 5 is you can do like Unreal 4 something has support for HTML5. Someone made it, but I'm not going back to that version. There's too many things that I use in in 5 that I don't want to use PCG and stuff, right? Because I think that'd be a lot of fun. But no. There goes your plan to do it with your friends who's learning. Yeah. Unfortunately, unless there's a way of getting Unreal to be playable in a browser, that's really it, right? It just needs to be playable in a browser. Effectively, to be on Edge. But yeah. I believe that was last I heard. I'd search for it, but when you're streaming, it's freaking Discord doesn't allow you to search for whatever reason. No searching for me. Pixel streaming, but that's too much setup for a game jam. Well, the thing is, right? Oh, like the game. You make an HTML game that basically streams another game from somewhere else. Somehow, I mean, that's probably like that's probably complicated as hell. But yeah, that's why I won't be doing it. But yeah, this game originally started as a game jam. Hold on, let me. Where's my original one? This is my original. This is where I started. This was the camera angle. This is the camera angle. It's so different. This is only 2D. This is no directional. But this is where it was. Yeah. These guys I still have in the game, because why not? Yeah, now it's this. Now it's this. I mean, obviously, you know, I had to decorate it for the jam. I missed. There was nothing there. It's like, yeah, that's where the inspiration was from. The inspiration was from yeah, but the name Octopath Traveler. Because that's the game I saw, and I was like, this game is beautiful. And that's why it's also 2.5D. Can't open things. Yeah, this, right? 3D environment. 2D sprites. Obviously, everything looks still kind of pixely, which is intentionally so. Right. But yeah, that's where the camera angle and all that came from originally. Because I really like the really shallow depth of field and all of that. And I still need to implement like all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't have like any kind of fog or depth or anything right now. Because it's just block out, it's just for testing. But I do want to add the depth as you kind of look into the distance. I want to put like fog and stuff. It just fogs out or blurs out into the distance when you look down. But yeah, the reason that it works really for this game is this is the this is the combat. Hey Taha, welcome in. How's it going? It is the Octopath Traveler combat, and it works because it's doesn't care about perspective in this combat. But because mine's a basically like an action RPG, effectively, I've angled it more and more up, and now I've pulled it back further and further. So now it makes sense to, navigate around. So, because this is now a very different camera angle. But I do want to like have that depth, add that depth of field, so you can have that nice fake bokeh or bokeh effect, and all that good stuff. At the very least, we got all the mobs and everything in here. Next up is probably going to be setting up the actual rooms, because right now this place is way too big. I need to set up like what is the small level what is the small level, etc. is gonna look like. That's also I need to do. You can see I'm a-directional, this guy's a-directional. It's very different where it started. This cool first time seeing my game. Oh, thank you. Yeah, there's I have a one-hit weapon, so don't mind how I kill everyone with one hit. You get back here. You're not even supposed to go in there. I just haven't programmed you to do that. Yeah, basically, you get power-ups as you play. And you can do really cool stuff. One thing I can do is fire aspect, freezing aspect. This took a while to set up. So if I hit enemies, they can get a dot on them. Where's the last guy? What's the last guy? What? Oh my god. There he is. That was a lot of damage. Yeah, so now he has that little square on top, so he's taking fire damage. Now he's taking fire damage again. I can refresh it. But the main thing is, if I do enough damage to a mob, they'll actually freeze. Also, if I have the freezing aspect. Yeah, like that. So they'll freeze. And then after they do... And you can see the icons above their heads. I mean, they're just squares right now. But... they work. Am I using Kamiai? I am not. I really should be. I only learned about it not too long ago. I just haven't looked into like how to start using it. It does. I do have controller support for this. And like it fully control. Like I can control even this with controller. Why are the walls scaling in size? Because it's cool. Because it's fun. So when you're in the room, you can't get out. So I'm locked in this room. And that's it. I can't get out. The walls, even when the ones are down, I can't get out. But if I kill everyone, then the walls will come down, and now they'll just move relative to me. Right? But the ones in the back, you can see after a certain distance, stay. They're just like at partial height up. So that way you can still see the rooms. Otherwise, if they were fully up, you wouldn't see inside the rooms. And this effect I just really like. Because the ones you're next to, you you just see over it because you don't want the walls to block your view. But as you kind of move away from them, they can go up because that's not blocking your view. Here, if you're standing here, right, you want to see the view. You want to see like the perspective. And you're like, okay, you see like there's a room over there, and you're like, okay, let me go there. And then you go there. Okay. Like coming UI, it's making UI development easier. Has nice controller support features. Yeah, I really need to like look into it and start utilizing this. This is still the same menu that I had since the game jam. I've not changed this at all, with the same bug on graphics quality not being set to a default. Still haven't fixed it because it just doesn't matter right now. Are those temp textures or the ones you settled on? For the blockout, that's all blockout. If you're talking about the grids, like the pink, the green, the blue, like all of this is just temporary blockout textures. My character, like I'll be changing as well. I also can block, which I never do. But yeah, this is all just temporary. This is all temporary blocking out. So it's purely for blockout. Still learning UE5? Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so when you're creating a level, this is just good in general. When you're creating any kind of level, do blockouts first with cubes and basic shapes. I'm just doing it all with cubes because it's easy. Get the feeling of the space, right? So this is here, so I know, okay, I'm gonna put something here that's kind of around this size. I'm gonna put something here that's around, you know, this shape and size. And then when I'm actually swapping this stuff out in the final level, I can go ahead and like, okay, I can go ahead and just say, swap these out with things. We know the scale, we know this works. It does not interfere with the gameplay, or it does help with the gameplay, but this is around where we want it. So let's say I'm putting barrels and boxes and maybe some machinery here. Then we know the scale. We know roughly where it needs to go and basically how it needs to be. And then go from there. Right? Same thing with like all this. That's all it is. Like some of the stuff like this right here, like this one right here that I'm running into is railing, right? So like I don't need to have it like as actual railing. I just need to show that I'm gonna have railing here. That's all it's gonna be. And then when I figure out how the railing is gonna look, then I swap it out. But for now, this is good enough as just a blockout. It gives the sense of scale, it gives the sense of gameplay and everything. You want to check out Project Common UI? Check out the Crop Out project that Epic released. Crop Out project? I don't think I've heard of that one. Epic Games Crop Out project. Crop Out Casual RTS Sample Project. I don't think I've heard of this one. Yeah, I haven't seen this one. Cool. Good to know. Top-down casual RTS game with demonstrating the best practices for building a project designed for cross-platform release. Yeah, common UI. Oh, it actually uses geometry scripting. That's interesting. That's interesting. Geometry scripting has had a few updates. It's still not there, I think. Geometry scripting. scripting. You get some stuff for 5.4? Oh, we did. Oh, wait, is this... This is different. Oh, this is geometry scripting. Geometry models are built on top of the Unreal Engine geometry scripting functions. Extrudes, bevels, booleans. Excuse me. I want to Oh, it did release into beta. Maybe I'll check out geometry scripting again. Because geometry scripting is really cool. Because basically it's a way of building. Why does it clear the search? Why would you want... At one point, would you ever want to, when you click on something, to clear the search? I want to look at it through these, because that's... Who designed this like this? Yeah, crop out is 5 something. 5.2, yeah. It was released in 5.2. So this stuff wouldn't be here, but the main thing is I wish also good job on this website. Jeez. This is not even formatted. it doesn't continue down. I wish now that this is released, I wish there was a link to geometry scripting in 5.4. Can I, is it easy for me to get to it? 5.4 geometry scripting. I just want to see what's new. Right, like I played around with this when it first released, but it didn't seem like it was good enough yet to... Yeah, this is going to anything. But I couldn't figure out any like real like use case where I would want to use geometry scripting aside from people used it to like put holes in walls, like dynamically put geometric holes in walls. Really good for that. But other than that, I don't know. Oh, that's them.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Because the problem with it isn't the fact that it's a bad like system that nobody wants. It's just it's not there yet, I think, in functionality. Well, maybe. I need to play around with it some more. It is definitely there are some things that it does really well. Like if you had a wall and you wanted to put a window inside of it and it's a solid wall, you could just punch a hole into it very easily and then put the window in. That's kind of what it's there for, right? Ooh, I wonder how well geometry scripting combined with PCG would work. Spawn large walls and have it cut out and place the windows in based on the shape of the window. Could be some fun. Sounds like a cave system. I mean, could be. Oh, you know what? You can create cave systems potentially that way. I don't know how performant it would be. It doesn't sound very performant. But if you're not doing it in real time, then it's whatever. It just needs to run. There's not a lot of things. A lot of things don't need to be performant. If you're just using it for creating, right? Like there's the modeling tools. Yeah, geometry scripting. The modeling tools, like there's the displacement thing. Displacement, if you're doing like nanite levels of displacement, or cutting into nanite, that ain't real time. Because you're modifying millions of triangles. But it doesn't need to be real time. It just needs to work. So. Okay. No, we did good. So all of our rooms are done. We fixed up the projectiles. We fixed up the item spawning, so that's working. Tomorrow, what we're going to be doing is modifying our main room that we start with and making sure that to set up the different room generations. So because right now this is our graph and our main path is 15 long. That's way too long. We need to have like the starting like area, starting like first level needs to be small. And maybe we'll start with keeping in mind that the start and end room. Oh, I also haven't created the boss rooms. I'll do the layouts and we'll do the boss rooms because that's important. I need to put a boss in every single one of those rooms. Yeah, we don't want to do a path size of 15. That's too much. What is this blockout graph thing? This is from Dungeon Architect. This is what creates the graph. So this is my dungeon. So if I come in here and plop in my... So this is the dungeon. Does it have 2D capabilities? Yeah, this is like just one mode. Dungeon Architect is extremely powerful. It's very expensive, but it's extremely powerful. It can do procedural stuff. It can do... I'm using the SnapGrid Flow functionality for it to specifically take pre-generated rooms so I can have different heights and stuff. And basically assemble it the way I want to. That's what you're trying to make from scratch? Yeah. I would not be able to do all this from scratch. This is extremely powerful, right? Because I can... So this basically creates a main path based on the rooms that I have. You can see some of them are one with too tall. Some of them are like big, large rooms. And then from there, I can tell it to also create a path connecting from itself back on itself, and then create another one that goes from that path onto the original path, and then create another path that also connects from one to another, and then create another path that connects stuff, and then, and then we have the graph, right? So this by itself is insane. So as much as it'd be like, yeah, that's what I say, it's really expensive, but it's sometimes on sale. It has been on sale a few times. I did buy it for the full price. But there's a lot there. A lot. So it is not like, yeah, you don't really get much out of it. No. I'm making a full game thanks to this plugin. So next game is going to be a 2D RPG with procedural generated dungeons. You want to make it from scratch. You'll have to play with something to get ideas. If you're going to be using Unreal, definitely do 2.5D. So like incorporate some of the 3D lighting or 3D like effects or something, because that's really where the power is. If you want to go full 2D, then Unreal probably isn't the best option unless you really just want to use Blueprint specifically. Just from if you go like 2D like environments as well, it's not as good as the alternatives from what I've seen, but you need to know programming then. So plus or minuses. But that's up to you. You want to use Unreal because you're planning on specializing in gas? I wouldn't specialize just in gas. If you want to do Unreal, don't specialize just in gas. Just in general, it's a good idea. I mean, it's good to have a specialization, but don't just do the one thing. Make sure you can do gas and then anything that will be affected from and with gas as well. You want to expand as much as you can. Been proficient in it for 4 years. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. It is hot as hell in this room. Jesus Christ, I need to open the balcony doors to cool this place down. I'll be back tomorrow at noon Pacific for some more Elden Ring. And then at 6 p.m. again for some more game dev, where we'll continue working on this. So thank you guys so much for joining it. Tomorrow's 4th of July, so I expect all of you to be on vacation because you all live in America, and that's how this works. Including me. I'm definitely in America. Okay, guys. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.